Hello, my friends, and thank you once again for watching The Phantom Caballero. I want to talk to you a little bit about your constitutional rights, one in particular today, which is the right to bear arms. As you know, this is the Second Amendment of our great Constitution. Our founding fathers, knowing what they were going through with the tyrannical king of England at the time, wanted to preserve rights for subsequent generations by including in our Constitution a very basic right, but a very important and critical right, which I hope doesn't become more critical if things keep turning the way they are. But there was a reason why. It was for you to be able to defend yourself, to muster not only just a militia, but to also have the right to have arms to protect you and your family from all manner of threats. And I will leave it at that. I find it interesting that today we talked about before tyranny and fascism, and the approach by these individuals who are fascistic but claim that we are fascist. They want to take your guns away. And they have said that. This is not hyperbole. What's interesting is, in many of your tyrannical and fascistic regimes, the citizenry does not have a right to bear arms. Again, who is the fascist? The person that wants freedom and does not want to impose opinion on others? Or those who are trying to take your freedoms and impose their will and freedom and opinions on you? I also find it interesting, and I mentioned fascism through taxation. How expensive can it be in certain states to get a gun or ammunition? Terribly, trust me. But interestingly, even more so, is the fact that the target is the law-abiding citizenry. I am a law-abiding citizen. I own firearms. I follow the law. And as mentioned prior in another video, with freedom comes responsibility. I'm a great believer in the Second Amendment, but I also have a responsibility to follow the laws and not harm people unless warranted. But these individuals come after the law-abiding gun owner, yet the criminal element who does not subscribe to the laws uses the guns in crimes. Then there's a big push every time that occurs, or generically when that occurs, to go after gun rights. But the criminal then is let out of jail after using a gun to repeat the same cycle. You see what I'm saying, my friends? It is like a vicious cycle that I believe is purely intentional. You follow the law, but you're the bad guy for having guns. But the person that is using the guns in crime is let out to commit more crime with guns. It's a perfect opportunity to say guns kill people, but no, it's people that kill people. But they'll always use that argument because that is how they'll try to take your guns away. So while people are trying to take my guns and your guns away, we had years ago, not that long, right shortly after the Biden administration came to power, the exit from Afghanistan, where we left almost $100 billion worth of hardware. And not just trucks and other things, but weaponry. Well, guess what, folks? Some very bad people known as the Taliban took over that country again, removed the freedoms of the citizenry that had been developed while the United States was present there. And those guns are being used against innocent people. but you'll come after American citizens who abide by the laws, but you will let terrorists take American guns and use them. And those guns may be used worldwide, my friends, worldwide, to impact even our country, certainly our allies. You know, I talk about responsibility. As I'm a gigantic believer, I use that term, gigantic, believer in our freedoms, but I'm equally a believer that criminals must pay the price. If I were to ever do anything illegal with my weaponry, I would have to submit to the criminal justice system. Now, is that system ideal today? I have a feeling that a law-abiding citizen will pay a much bigger price than a criminal because of various philosophies in our prosecutions and the like in our system. But that's for another topic, my friends. Thank you again for watching The Phantom Caballero, and I look forward to talking to you again. So long, my friends, and God bless America.